Get it in. Here, let me do that. Yeah, hold this. Just point it at me. Yep, you can point it at me. Hey, everybody. I am the WooFDriver, your host, and you can focus that thing. Remember how the thing focuses? The lens? I am your host, the WooFDriver. You are live with us again on the NCR trail. I'm just putting stuff away here. Can I put this in here, Rhett?
Yeah.
And right now, I think I'm going to take my hat off. Actually, I could leave it on and put the light on. We are getting ready to do a little midnight mushing. If you were here for us for the earlier part of the program, you got to see us run the trail. Oh, you know what? Did I plug the microphone in?
Live, but it's coming in and out of like autofocus.
Yeah, remember you have to focus in front of the camera?
But no, like if you're still.
Yeah, you always have had that problem with that camera. So, no, this part.
Yeah,
Remember?
well, then, yeah, I was just holding them
Yeah.
for extra.
It's a little hard. Here, go like this. Let's turn the lights on. They weren't on.
Oh, there you go.
Better?
Yeah, but as you're moving.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Still.
It's what we're dealing with, buddy. Oh, my God, he slobbered all over my phone. So,
Oh, let me bet. Oh, yeah.
you're going to wait for me. So this is a unique opportunity, folks. You're looking at me. It's total darkness out here, or very close to total darkness. You're looking at me through what they call a night vision scope, which is a camera that sees using infrared. Again, it was developed by the U.S. military, and it's now a technology that is consumer available. This is a more of a commercial grade unit that I'm using, like a Generation 3. And please forgive us. We're going to go in and out of focus. We might lose signal here and there. Facebook's been wonderful in the sense that if we lose signal, it'll pause the broadcast and it'll come back just as soon as we have signal. You never know what we're going to find out here. Probably run into a lot of deer. You'll probably hear some owls. Probably hear some dogs in the distance, of course. You might even see a cat like we saw. Probably not a big cat. Could be bear. There could be anything. The wolf pack is tethered to the bike, so they're safe. And I control the speed, and I control the pace. Red is filming me. He's my co-pilot. He'll handle any other situation that I can't handle because I'm steering, and he'll let me know of any trail obstacles as well. So that's where we're at now. We're going to climb into the dog cart, and we're going to get this show going, and I hope you join us. Stay with us. Okay, let me see. Let me make sure that plug is plugged in. Yeah, it's just the nature of the beast. Okay, folks. Yep, you do that. Yep, I do. I have it on, actually. So, right in turn on a really high-powered light we have. Okay, so this light is super bright using LEDs. Okay, give it to me.
This bottom part.
Okay.
See how wide it is?
How wide?
Or like, because you would have to screw it all the way down.
Yep.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's pretty tight there, like that. Just don't knock it this way if you can help it. Do the best you can, buddy. Be cognizant of that so it doesn't fall if you can help it. Again, this is pretty state-of-the-art technology, folks. And again, you're watching on Facebook, which is pretty cool that we can do that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to field your questions here and there as we go and try to keep the feed as live as we can. Come on, Chase. Okay. So, yep, people are looking. Rhett, we got 33 viewers. Okay, folks. So pretty impressive, to say the least, of what we're doing right now. And I really hope you can be here because this is a unique opportunity. Again, I can't stress it enough. This is, how can I say it, almost like a magnet for me because to be out here on the trail with the dogs in the wilderness, they're one of the closest breeds to the wolves. Running on a beautiful night with probably pretty close to a full moon. We're almost at the solstice, which, of course, is the longest day of the year, the first day of summer. And we're all in our element. So you're going to get a chance to see Princess, Jag, Chase, and Zorro, all part of the wolf pack, doing their thing and mushing this trail at night. This is what they're bred to do. This is what they love to do. If you have any questions or comments, please send them to me. Oh, okay. Princess doing a little bathroom break. Okay. Thanks so much for all the love, everybody. I do appreciate it. Yeah, any questions or comments you may have, I'd love to hear from you. And if you're just along enjoying the ride, that's great too. We just did a water break. We're in this trail about 4 miles of a scheduled 10 to 15 we're going to do this evening. We lost reception. Okay, we're back. Occasionally, as I said, reception will drop off. Stick with us as long as you can because Facebook's great. It'll pick it right back up. We should have some fair reception along the way. We caught the twilight as the sun set. It was simply beautiful. And the temperature is perfect. It's going to stimulate the dogs because it's on the cooler side for this time of year, I should say. And they're going to get pretty amped up too. So that's why I never know the mileage we're going to do. We're going to see what they're up for. You're looking right now. That's the Chase man, the Wolf man. You're getting the backside view of him. Again, it's only me and Red out here. Sometimes some live broadcasts you can see the front of the dogs because we have another bike dog cart, if you will, in front of us. But tonight we're riding relatively solo. We still have our chase vehicle, which is the Crispy Man. And we're paralleling some railroad tracks, which are pretty historic, to say the least. This trail's pretty historic. As I mentioned, it's said and pretty factual that Abraham Lincoln traveled this trail twice. Once on his way to do the Gettysburg Address, and the other time, unfortunately, in his casket. I'm assuming it's a funeral procession, or actually his body traveled through here from D.C., where he was assassinated, to I guess through Pennsylvania. But the wolf pack is picked up on a little bit on a pace there, I would say, a little bit on a scent. So I can feel as soon as any motion's made, as soon as they pick it up a notch, I can feel it and know that something has caught their attention, whether it be a scent or what they think is an animal sighting or a real sighting. You know, dogs' eyes are designed, for lack of a better term, to see motion. So it's often said, we get a bathroom break here. We're going to take a breather for a sec, sorry. What you were looking for? So their eyes are designed. Come on, good boy, Chase. It's just a quick bathroom break. Their eyes are designed to see the smallest emotion. So sometimes a blade of grass in the wind, in a breeze, they'll catch on to and they'll say, oh, is that something there? So it's said that if they could read and there was a newspaper in front of them, they wouldn't be able to read that newspaper. They wouldn't be able to focus on it. But at far distances, they could see stuff that I'm not going to say we couldn't see, but they can detect it. Their eyes can detect it better than us. So oftentimes I check out that philosophy by watching, especially Jag. He's very alert to motion, and we'll be free range and out in the farm fields, and he'll lock onto something way out in the distance. I'll be like, what could be out there, Jag? And I'll pull out the long scope on the camera and get a view, and lo and behold, it's like a groundhog or a rabbit. And I'm like, dude, you saw that from back here. Now, I don't know if he identified what animal it was, but I know that he detected some motion there. So it's pretty cool. That also reminds me of something I do called the mazing chase. I don't know, again, if you're familiar with the activities we do, but it's a type of lure coursing. Lure coursing is designed for sighthounds because sighthounds hunt with their eyes and because their vision's so keen, whereas other dogs hunt with their noses because their scent are keener than their eyes. Well, this sport of lure coursing was designed for sighthounds because it's a flag on a pulley system, which travels on a string, which can cover anywhere from 3 to 5 acres, the course. Well, a lot of breeds love to engage it, and because they can't see the flag as well, they still chase the heck out of it. I got Zara that could chase the flag for 16 miles. Truly incredible. Rhett's giving you a view. Folks, to us, this is pretty dark out here. I mean, we can see through the light I'm using. We have another set. You're looking through a night vision scope that's the phone is pinned to. For lack of a better description, I see it went out a little bit. But we have another pair where we can see on if we need it to. But the headlights today are pretty powerful. I've got this super powerful LED system. It's probably as bright as a headlight on a car. And I got a good stream of light. It's lighting my way ahead, but still a little on the Erie side. Princess is doing a bathroom break. So, by the way, I posted videos. There's tons of videos if you go to, come on, guys. Princess, good girl. Hike. There's tons of videos on our Chinese Crested Lovers YouTube page, soon to be put on our Chinese Crested Lovers website page. I'm a Chinese Crested lover besides a Husky lover, in case you didn't know. We have a little Chinese Crested. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the breed. They're referred to as a toy breed, and there's a few different varieties of them, and we have what they call a hairy hairless, which has got some hair, but most of its body is hairless, and they're usually on the smaller side. Again, this is our Gigi's about 10 pounds. So I've been working with her. The reason I bring her up is I've been working with her because she's a high-energy dog. Not all of them are. She happens to be. Some of it's because of the puppiness in her. But I'm taking advantage of this in the sense that I'm training her right now to use her energy in a constructive way and get some good exercise from it, and also pick up some other training ways that'll help her better with everything she does throughout her life, as well as condition her. A bridge? Okay. Coming on a bridge. So Gigi, even though she's small, she can engage in some of these sports that the big dogs do. In fact, some Chinese Cresteds even do weight pulling, and they excel at agility. So I've done lure coursing with our Lulu, who's a Chinese Crested who has since crossed Rainbow Bridge. And she was a real lover girl. We got the moon red. Wow. Folks, the moon's shining on us, and dogs are in their element, and this is just wonderful. So Lulu excelled. She was awesome at the amazing chase, and actually I have some videos of her up on the web. But Gigi, we haven't done the amazing chase with yet because she's a little too radical for it. She might take the flag and we'll never see it again, take the whole course with her. But because of her high energy drive right now, I've introduced her to dog scootering, which is similar to what we're doing now. Not traditional dog scootering, just like this isn't traditional bike jouring, where the dog would be pulling the bike out in front. She and the dogs ride on the side of the scooter as well. And that gives me the chance to, for her not to engage in pulling, and me the chance to manage her, train her, and to ensure her safety. So she's done really well. I mean, I started this about 4 weeks ago, and she's done, we're up to, I think, about 3.5 miles, and she's run with 3 of the 4 wolf pack right now. It's amazing. It's done wonders for her socialization with the big dogs, and for them, how they look at her, how she accepts them. It's worked wonders. And it's also worked wonders for her confidence level and teaching her to walk well on a leash or a lead, because, again, walking on this system, the way we're working, we're moving at a walking or a trotting pace. And the way they're doing, hi, Cheryl, so great to see you. Sounds awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're getting a chance to tune in. We got signal and everything's good. Show them the bridge. By the way, we're crossing a bridge, folks, which is over near a town, which is over a pretty decent-sized road. I don't know how much you got to see of it, but pretty cool stuff. And we're running really well right now. So as I was saying before, by the way, we're moving at about 3 to 5 miles per hour. That's what we average. So it's really, if anything, just a tad more than a walking pace. So if you want to look at it, this is a glorified way of walking the dogs, essentially. These dogs need a big energy release, so we go for long walks. In any case, Gigi, this scooter training has been so awesome. Taking a break here. I think I might have taken a... Yep, looking for dogs. I think it's a... Yeah, this is like a little snack shack. Wish they were still open and get a cold drink. But Gigi's done so wonderful. I've documented almost all her training. And each segment of her training I've been able to articulate and write about on these YouTube videos. So, for instance, today I was going through a video and I was able to edit it of her jumping over a branch that was in the road. And it was amazing. She was tethered to the scooter, and I knew the branch wouldn't be a problem, but it would help her build confidence. Some dogs, and probably early on in her training, she would have saw the branch and stopped at it, which would have been okay. But the whole point that she proceeds to go for it and jump over it and continue with her running like, hey, what's next, is all a point of where we're going with the training and how well it's going with her. So one of the biggest problems we have with dogs is fear. When a dog is fearful or not confident, it can engage in unwanted behaviors, such as aggressiveness. That's why a lot of dogs become aggressive, because they're uncertain of a situation, they're fearful, or they're not confident. They fear their own safety. So when we build confidence in them, we can work them through any situation, and unforeseen incidents can happen at any time. So when they do, they can recover quicker because they're confident and brush it off, get right back up and ready to rock and roll on something else. So that's what I'm all about. And I call this my Wolfman Chi philosophy, and it all has to do with the integration, actually, of all of my dog training, of course. And it goes to some of the spirituality side I get from my martial arts that I've been into for longer than I've been into dogs, believe it or not. Since I was 18 years old, I'm about 50 now. So I don't want to do the math there, but it's a long time. And it's really pretty interesting. And that brings me to something tomorrow night where I have a new show starting, a new program. Dean Miller, who is the dog counselor, wonderful dog trainer, and he's going to be doing a show tomorrow live, which you're going to be able to ask questions and comment and get some really good pointers and tips about our relationships with dogs and training them. So be sure to tune in. I believe that's 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I'll post a little event on Facebook so you can tune in on that. Really cool stuff. Get a chance, Rhett, give him a shot of the moon, too. So it's hard. We're trying our best to give you all the shots we can of all the cool stuff out here. It's not unusual for us to see. We've gotten to be an expert. The dogs are picking up speed here a little bit, so I'm going to be on the lookout. But we've become an expert on where eyes are. Eyes are pretty reflective. Okay, you want to do that? Rhett's going to, guys, okay, I don't want to slow their thunder, but we got a unique opportunity. Tell me when. Guys, and yes, we do use sled dog commands. So, no, it's looking really good. It's looking really good. So, okay. Oh, he sees something. Was that eyes I just saw? Okay, easy, boys. So they want to go. Folks, this is what happens when we stop. The wolf pack wants to go. People say, well, why do you make those dogs go? Okay, he's got to hop on. He was trying to do it. So you can see Chase is the loudmouth. So people say, well, why do you get those dogs to go all that distance? Okay, that's our backup vehicle. We ready? Okay, dogs are go. Hike. Come on, guys. So we're going to film the dogs. Film the dogs. Okay, so he's picking this up. Chase and Zara, we're going to peak out here 15 to 17 miles per hour, folks. We're rolling fast down the trail here, the NCR trail. I'm managing the speed to keep everybody relatively together. There's Crispy. That's our chase vehicle. Yeah, I've seen them. We've stopped it. Cool. So, by the way, folks, what the dogs probably saw was Crispy. Crispy's our support vehicle. Again, people that don't know me, the WooFDriver, don't know until I tell you about some of the lengths we go to ensure everybody's safety and make this one of the most adventurous, but yet at the same time safest activities, all of them, that we can do with our dogs, with my dogs. Eyes to my right. Reflector or eyes? That's kind of eerie if that's eyes, because that's a few of them. Okay, so we go to great lengths, I do, to ensure I have a staff. Okay, we got something up here. I see movement. I just saw it hit that light, and Chase saw it. And maybe it's just that car.
That extra cell phone?
Yeah.
Did you grab it?
No. It's not there?
Oh, you put it in.
Yeah, put it in the bag.
Right?
Yep, it should be. It's there because we're broadcasting on it.
Cool.
Yes, so okay, and as I said, the dog's eyes are trained for motion. So if they see headlights or reflections, that's counted as motion for them. So that's sometimes why they pick up a pace too. So we never know. But what I was saying is the lengths we go to is truly incredible, and I've put a team of people together that we work so well together, and they enable me to do all the stuff I'm doing here. I've done a lot of this without them, with just two dogs, my original team, which was Czar and Hudson, who has since crossed Rainbow Bridge, and I learned about a lot of this through them. But what is that?
Coming from underneath the seat.
Okay, so we're just checking sounds out on the dog cart. So we're crossing the 12-mile marker, folks. So that means we have in about 5.5 miles of a scheduled 10 to 15-mile journey. So the team of mine, I call the WooFDriver Pit Crew. You might have seen them, and people have come and gone over the years. I mean, everybody's still friends. The only reason they're not here anymore is because they're doing some other kind of work, or they've moved away, or they're involved in something else. But they all stay in touch with the WooFDriver, myself, in some way, shape, or form, whether it's through Facebook or where on the internet, keeping up with my websites. You can read about them. One of my websites is called Rough Hour, RUFF, like a dog barks, hour, HOUR.com. And I've got a section on there called The Cast. And we have alumni and everybody else that is now participating in there. Ho, guys. Ho, guys. What's the problem, Rhett?
Your bag is kind of pulling that chain.
Okay.
If you lean forward,
Okay.
I can probably fix it.
Okay, yep, let's fix it.
Grab this?
Yep.
Yeah. You grab that. I'll get up.
So I'm gonna grab the rig here that we call it.
Are
So
you good if you?
so what's happening now, folks? We see a problem. I'm gonna shine on Chase. We see a problem with the bike. This happens all the time. I mean, you can't imagine the equipment we have over here, from the watering and all the broadcast devices and all the equipment we need for the dogs. So occasionally, some of that equipment will drag into the chains or whatever, and we're just protecting everything so we don't get a chain popping off or some other problem, malfunction. But we're capable of handling it. You probably have heard the walkie-talkies where we communicate with Chris, who's on the road. What's that?
Nothing too major.
Cool.
Should be good. I don't know.
Cool. Well, we can call Chris in if he needs to look at it. So that's where we're at right now. We're just stopping to correct that. Here you go. Okay, folks, and the journey starts back up. We ready? Come on, guys, hike. Dogs are running really good. And when someone had asked me earlier, great question, how often do I water and rest the pack? I usually let them dictate that, but it's usually from 2 to 5 miles. So we're about since our last watering, about 2 miles, I believe. And they're still running pretty strong. No signs that they need water yet. And again, that's because the cool of the night. It's amazing when the sun goes down that sometimes it's just a few degrees, but without it shining on us, it's cooler. It's instantly cooler. So that's what happens there. We just passed Chris, as I said, our support vehicle, and I was telling you the lengths we go to. And let's see if I'll try to answer questions. Yeah, this is midnight mushing. I call it midnight mushing because we're after dark right now. And we've run actually from, I'm going to say, well, probably 10, 11 o'clock at night until the sun's risen throughout the whole night. And we've done that because, well, I hope you. So we've done that because the cool of the night is the most important part of our journey for the dogs, especially in the warmer months. I'm sorry, I'm losing focus here because I'm just trying to pay attention. Actually, let's give him a little water, Rhett.
Let me get up first.
Yep. Okay, so.
Do you want to hold this?
Yep, I'll hold it. I'm going to hold the rig, folks.
Just be careful.
Okay.
It gets a little loose.
So I'm going to hold and I'm going to give you a shot of Rhett actually watering the dogs. He's doing that there. And just doing a couple different things here. So, and we've got a pretty sophisticated watering system. You're not surprised, I'm sure. I just got to check my phone. I'm trying to keep everything going here, so excuse me if I buzz out for a second. And that's Chase. Chase usually when he likes to drink. When he drinks, he likes to have kisses. So we know, as I say, we cater to each dog on an individual basis. Whatever they need, we give them. They're so cute. And you notice red. You wouldn't see it here, but we turn our headlight down to red when we're around the dogs, just to ensure their eyes don't. We don't shine the bright light in them, just to protect them as much as we can, because that's what it's all about. Is providing as much safety for them. And he's moving right along. And I'm just going to let you listen to the still of the night. Okay. And the dog's drink. Okay, so this is truly mushing at night is it's become one of my favorite times, just because to put it's something I'm going to say like the romance of the night. I mean, it's just incredible being out here in the silence of the night with a totally another set of animals, with nocturnal animals, and with these incredible creatures, the dogs, my family. And knowing that it's something they thrive on and how they benefit from it is my biggest incentive. It's what I love. And that right there, giving the dog happiness, is the happiest day of my life, the happiest time of my life. So I'm always looking to do that, and that's why I do everything, just to watch their joy is beyond describable. So I'm going to give Rhett back the camera. Are you ready, Rhett? And we're going to break here, but just wanted you to film around a little bit. And I'm going to see, as we're stopped here for a water rest break, I might be able to look at some questions. And let's see. I'm going to... Barbara, hey, thanks so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the kind words. And Ness, I hope I'm saying your name right. Thank you so much, too. And Mary, thank you. Cheryl, hello. We talked about Mr. Wiggles. So I'm so glad you can hear us good tonight. I really am, and you get to see us, and we get to do this live broadcast. Virginia, thank you so much. Tracy, okay. Would be fun to do it. It's really nice to watch, but wish I could have been there. I know what you're saying, Tracy, and maybe one day you can experience this. It's truly incredible. And folks, just like it doesn't have to be, again, the dogs don't have to be engaged in it. Just like I was telling you, my Chinese Crested does it. Almost any dog can do this in its own capacity. So your dog, even though it might be too small to ever pull anything, it might be your best friend to go for a ride, maybe just for you to be on a scooter. Especially anyone out there that's disabled, scooters, doing a scooter setup like I have. They make seats for them. I call it a scooter. That's the name, but I know we refer to scooters also as motorized wheelchairs. But these kind of scooters can go on different terrains, such as dirt surfaces, and so you could give your dog a different kind of adventure, even with some, if you're in some ways, if you're limited in movement, mobility. So, but for instance, a small dog could be your partner. You could go out on a night like this on a bike or some other kind of vehicle that was safe for him, and he could be your partner, be your trail partner with you and running under a moonlit sky. Truly incredible. So thank you so much. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Michelle. Hi there. So great to see you. Thanks, Nancy. And Have you given Zorro any more swimming? Oh, Zorro. No, it was really Gigi I was giving the swimming lessons to. I think I've worked with all the dogs in the pool, and they don't really like it. The Huskies. Now Chase will swim in the ponds we go to. Princess will threaten to swim. She'll get up there into her belly. But Zorro and Jag, they'll go in there about to where our knee would be, to like halfway up their paw. And they say, oh, I've had enough. The pool we have at home was designed for the dogs in the sense that it's got like a beach type entry. So they like to go in and wet their paws. And actually, dogs emit their heat, a lot of heat from their paws. So when you can cool their paws, that helps them. So that just getting in that little bit when it's hot outside really helps them out. But I've gotten them in there, and they haven't loved it. Gigi's doing great in the pool, and haven't done as much this week. We really were on the scooter a lot, but she's like a river otter out there. I mean, she gets in there and moves. She's about that size, and she just slaloms through the water. She's on a leash still, and she's always wearing her life preserver. But originally, there's films on Jenny's Crested Lovers YouTube channel also that, what's that, dude?
I was just saying what she was giving me kisses.
Oh, yeah. Princess is kissing Rhett in the back. We won't show that. That's in the back seat there. She's so affectionate. The dogs are really affectionate when we're out here. When they're running, they're working. So just like any working dog, it's not good to try to break their train of thought. They're engaged in it. They're thinking one way about their job at hand. But when we stop, all the affection and love is wonderful. Now, when there's certain obstacles or distractions that appear on our way, I'll encourage the dogs vocally, and I'll move them left or right or stop them, whatever it needs to be, with the bike. The attachments allow me to do that. Okay, are we set? Okay, come on, guys. Hike. So we're going to start the journey back up. And anyone who wants a shout out, just go ahead and put it in the comment section. I couldn't be happier right now. This trip developed, as I said, some of these trips, some of these live broadcasts, some of my activities just develop spontaneously. And we had a scheduled event last night because of some unforeseen incidents, mechanical issues with the big truck. We weren't able to go. But my team is so great that we were able to put together a small trip local to Trusty Trail that I've done many a times, and get a great early pre-summer evening ride. And Father's Day is tomorrow, so I know there's a lot of fathers of a lot of dogs out there as well, so wishing everyone a happy Father's Day. And this is my gift to my children, this ride tonight. Because, again, these are epic adventures. These, like I said, I keep saying it because I know people tune in constantly on these Facebook feeds. You never know what we're going to see out here. We never know. We're prepared the best way possible for safety. Luckily, we don't have to worry about predatory animals so much messing with us. But usually more of an animal getting in our way that the dogs might stumble upon if it gets caught like a deer in the headlights, like in the middle of a trail, or like the cat you might have seen earlier on our ride, right today's ride when it was daylight still, that just laid in the trail and wanted to say, hey, wanted to roll over for us. But, of course, I didn't want the dogs getting that close to it. When we got 10 feet from it, we stopped and sent Red out to chase it away. He still didn't want to go away. He was like, hey, I want to say hi. Probably, as I said, grew up in a house full of dogs, so he was very trustworthy and enjoying where he was at. These are, what are they? Hay bales. Hay bales, lots of them, covered with tarps. Keep them preserved from getting wet. Looks like we got a rider on the trail. That looks like a bike light. No, that looks like it. I can't tell. So it does look like a car, doesn't it? But little iffy. So we'll stay with you folks, obviously. Yeah, do you want to... We can pull over to the right, G-over, just to see what's coming through here. So I've pulled over because There's a farmer's access, maybe access to a road that goes through here, and because we've got headlights coming towards us. Now, again, I don't have my night vision. We've got the night vision that you're looking at. Can you shine it down there, Rhett, and see?
I'm trying. It's coming up blurry.
Okay. What I hope to do in the future, which I haven't done yet, is get a long range lens attachment, folks, so we'll be able to hone in on activity we see further ahead. But it looks like they're coming our direction. We think it's a group of bicyclers, Rhett. Just yeah. So you could see, I see in the headlight, you could see them on camera coming through, and hold her in just in case. We keep the dogs well out of their range. I'm gonna yield to them always. They do midnight. They do midnight rides out here, so this could be one of them. Oh yeah, this looks like a pretty. Make sure you get it on film, Rhett, so the folks can see.
Watch your light too.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna watch my light. So my light's really bright, folks. So I like to put my foot over it so people don't get blinded by it as well. But at the same time, I want them to know we're here and not want them to think we're hiding from them, because then they think you're up to nefarious activity. So it's kind of a balance here. They're still way in the distance, aren't they?
Yeah, it looks like a big group.
Yeah, this could be one of their moonlight bike rides, Rhett. So we're gonna try to work. Like I said, I just repeated myself 12 minutes ago. I think 2 minutes ago. You never know what you're gonna run into out here. So but we're gonna let it develop as it will and keep this.
A bunch of people.
Yeah, this could be as much as half a dozen to a dozen people from our vantage point. And I'm sure they see us and probably could be a little apprehensive because we look bigger than a bike because of our footprint. Again, you saw us. We've got 4 wheels. We're like 2 bikes put together. And then we've got all the dogs with us. So I also wanted to, I haven't done it yet, check out those lighted harnesses. So I use Specialized harnesses, by the way. I don't think I've touched on this. By a company the name of Man Mat, and they're out of Czechoslovakia. I use something called an H-back harness. Traditional mushers a lot of times will use X-back harnesses. It's a group of people. H-back harnesses give you a little better control because it keeps the dog closer to you because it comes into the center of their back instead of the attachment coming out of the tail, and there's a lot of wiggle room there. This keeps them closer and is perfect for activities like we're doing here, like walking. You're more familiar. Most H-back harnesses or similar harnesses are available. Okay. Yep.
Hello.
I'm gonna address these people. Hello.
Hello.
No, you can come by. We're stopped for you.
Pass right by. Pass right by.
Pass right by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. How you doing?
Beautiful dog.
Great. Thank you. Great night for a ride. Thank you. Thank you. Yep.
Wow, look at all the people, Poppy.
Lots of people. Enjoy the ride, folks. Yeah, exactly. Never know what you'll see out here, right? Hi there. Hello, hello. Hello. Hi there. Great night for a ride. Well, you got more people behind you as a whole crew. Enjoy. So we're just going to it looks like that was probably about 20 some people, folks. So we're just going to let the rest of them go through. Some of them looked on the younger side, so I don't trust them so much riding through. But like I told you, you never know what you're going to see out here. Point proven. So I'm going to let these folks go by too. How far you think they are, Rhett?
As far as the last group. So.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see as many. Do you?
Yeah, don't see as many. Probably a little bit maybe stragglers. So
Okay.
they might be weaker bikers, but I think it's still pressing.
You think so?
Or just
Yeah, we'll wait here. We're comfortable. So great time for questions, folks. We're relaxed and rested. If you got any, please shoot them at us. But yeah. If you want to, I mean, can you get anything? Can you get the moon at all? Or there's some farm silos to our right. Really, really almost eerie looking with the moon overlooking it. And next week we're doing a paranormal show, which we're calling our werewolf series as part of it. We've got it. What's that? Got it. We've got a paranormal expert going to show up. We're going to go through a haunted house that we discovered. And actually, this is kind of funny, folks. And if he's watching, I apologize. But we're not going to let him know where it is. This is our go-to house where we're quite certain. I know it's after hours now, so I can talk about this stuff. I know I don't want to scare anyone. I know it might sound crazy, but we're quite certain there's paranormal activity going on in there. And the dogs have picked up on it, and we've picked up on it. We have it on video. Okay, and he's going to come with us next week, and we're going to find out what it's all about. By the way, Rhett was just giving you a shot of the moon. It's not a light. That's the moon and clouds over that silo I was just telling you about. Hello. So, yeah, you can go through. Oh, no worries, no worries. No worries. Enjoy the ride. So, yeah, that's a really cool shot. A little eerie looking, but that's what we do. Got this last set. Show them the riders going by. This last set of riders going by. Yep. Howdy, howdy. Hello, hello. Sorry, I was shining the light at you. Okay, and great. Have a great evening. Thank you. Thank you very much. Enjoy your ride, folks. You ready? Okay, folks. So, got a special treat there, I guess. And the dogs were pretty good through all that. Usually they get really antsy, but they were good. They knew something was up ahead. In any case, this paranormal house.
Really
Low on lighting? Are you sure? Are they on? Are they turned up?
Oh, no.
Uh-huh. Okay. 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 So, okay, did it get turned off somehow?
No.
Cool. Okay. You need me to help you?
I'd rather have you do it.
Okay. Ho, guys. Oh, I gotta stop the dogs. What's going on, Rhett?
It's just why? How did that? It got spun around. But watch this. This is loose.
Okay.
And it spun around backwards.
Okay. Yep, right there. Yep, that's all you gotta do.
All right, yeah,
No problem. You can ask me anytime. Most of the pictures were looking good, though. Okay. We have an equipment issue. We set now?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Hike, come on, guys. Yep, so, in any case, we don't want this paranormal expert to know where our house of fun is. So we're going to take him there on the dog cart and not expose all our secrets, so he won't know exactly how we got there. And because if you have any go 16, he might want to respond to him. He's asking me something I can't tell. So we don't want him to know where it's at because he's an expert and he does fairly big shows, and we don't want to give up this place that we found. And we want to share. We want to be the pioneers, for lack of a better description, of this haunted house. So we hope to bring that to you soon, folks. That'll be next Friday night, and stay tuned because that should be a heck of an evening. There's going to be a. I was looking if there was a snake in the trail. That should be a extra special treat, and we'll have a bigger crew with us. Tonight we have myself and two others. We'll probably have 2 sleds. When I say sleds, everything we use is all dog capable. So if one dog bike would break down, the other dog bike will suffice. And so, for instance, if this would the wheel would break off, which we had happened before, the axle would break, whatever, we would just change the dogs to another dog bike to continue our journey. Because again, it's all about giving the dogs what we set out to do. That's most important. And give them shine them of other dogs too, Rhett. I see you doing Zorro. Okay. Oh, that's okay. Crispy. What? That's fine. That's fine. No worries. I didn't know you read it. So what's happening now, and why Red is my co-pilot in another instance, Crispy's trying to figure out a plan for us. He wants to get an idea how many miles we want to do. So this can change at any time, folks, but because he needs access to us to pick us up, so you can't just, a lot of these trails go through private lands or areas that can't easily be accessed. So he needs to get an idea from me of what we want to do, so he can better formulate where he can pick us up, what mile marker. So, Okay. Do you want to tell me?
So he was saying if we want to go 15-3,
That sounds perfect.
we'll be in downtown York,
Okay.
and I have to hop in the van or my truck with him, in the truck with him, and pick up your van. And he
Okay.
says if I hop out at 11:03,
Okay.
we can go pick it up and we'll meet you right there.
Okay.
So
So
you
I'll
can
do the
be by
last.
yourself for 4 miles.
Okay, that should be fine.
You good with that?
Um, or what's my other choice?
Or just do 13, or just do 11.3 miles.
Suppose I wait in your.
He says downtown York's not
Too good. We don't. I don't
the
know.
one we drove through there that one time.
Yeah. What is he in your truck?
You see that all this?
Yep.
Yeah, he's in
Oh,
my